In fractions, the top part is called the numerator and the bottom part is called the denominator. In order to subtract fractions, we need to have the same number in the denominator. This is called a common denominator. Only after that do we take that 2 into the denominator once, and in the numerator we perform the subtraction of 3 minus 1. We get 2 divided by 2, which gives us 1 as the answer. But what if we don't have a common denominator at the start? In that case, we can't subtract the fractions directly. First, we need to find a common denominator. Since we now have 2 and 4 as denominators, we can expand the first fraction by multiplying it by 2. That small 2 in the parentheses mean expansion, and it simply means that both the numerator and the denominator are multiplied by 2. This gives us 6 divided by 4. We have found the common denominator, 4, and can now perform the subtraction in the numerator. 6 minus 1 is 5, so we can also write the answer as 1 whole and 1/4. In terms of letters, first you need to expand the fractions so they have the same denominator, and then perform addition or subtraction in the numerator. Multiplying fractions is easy because you multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. This also applies, for example, in the case of 3 or even 4 fractions. And with letters, the same calculation. Numerators are multiplied and denominators are multiplied directly. What about division, like 4 divided by 2? If we want to operate with fractions, any number divided by 1 is the number itself. From this, we get to division of fractions. Division of fractions always becomes multiplication when the second fraction is flipped upside down, so the 1 goes to the numerator and the 2 to the denominator. Then we end up with multiplication of fractions, where numerators are multiplied together and denominators together, and we get 2 as the answer. Next, 4 divided by 1/2. We make the 4 into a fraction by dividing by 1. Then the second fraction, that is the half, is flipped upside down to turn the division into multiplication. After that, we multiply the denominators together and the numerators together. 3/2 divided by 15 divided by 4. Here, the second fraction is flipped to turn the division into multiplication. Then, multiply the numerators and denominators together. Finally, we can simplify by dividing by 6. Simplifying means dividing both the numerator and the denominator by that 6. The idea of simplifying is to get the smallest possible numbers in the numerator and denominator. Thanks to simplifying, the fraction itself does not change. The idea is just to use the smallest possible numbers in both the numerator and denominator to express the fraction.